Good morning, it's Martin from a very cold Pendle Performance. We've got a lovely Volkswagen T6.1 on the dyno today. This is a 2020 year, which is still using the old Delphi engine control unit, the DCM 6.2, which we can custom remap, and we've done a lot of tuning on these. The 150 brake horse, this T6.1 engine, in standard form, is IE standard software from Volkswagen, is very lumpy on the low down. The pulling away from junctions, the lag they've got, pardon me, the lag they've got is absolutely terrible. The software what Volkswagen have put in these from standard is very poor. The drivability of them is just shocking. They're an absolutely stunning van, but the drivability of the engines is shocking. This one's a manual, which is slightly better. The DSG 150 brake horse is even worse. So we'll have a look at the dyno graph now of the standard power what this vehicle made, and then we'll load our tune graph up and we'll have a look at the difference in the, not just the brake horsepower and the torque, but the difference in the drivability and how the torque's delivered, which totally transforms these and makes it a pleasure to drive. So we'll have a look at the standard graph now. So that is the standard graph, what it made. Yes, it's made the figures. They always make slightly over 150, but it's made 162, 358. So it's made the figures what's quoted from Volkswagen. But the delivery of the power, this is the engine RPM. Sorry about the wobbly phone. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. That's the engine RPM. And this is the torque. So the delivery of torque here is all over the place. And that you can feel when driving the vehicles on the road, especially in the low down engine RPM, pulling out from junctions and various stuff like that. They are absolutely terrible, really are terrible. Volkswagen have released a few software updates which has made them slightly better, but certainly not as good as what they should be for how nice these vehicles are. So I'll just load our tuned graph and we'll overlay it over the standard one. We've spent absolutely hundreds of hours in research and development. What that means is we dyno test the vehicles, live data log them. We also drive them on the road in driving conditions, live data log them, get all the data, analyse all the data, build a base file for the ECU, put a base file in there, do all the logging again on the road, on the dyno, tweak the base file until we've got absolute perfect delivery of power, perfect turbo control, perfect fueling, perfect lambda, that means perfect air fuel ratio. We've got really safe EGTs, exhaust gas temperatures, intake air temperatures. So the ECU is perfectly balanced, perfectly tuned. I'm very passionate and proud in the work I do, which shows in the results that we do get. So that's the tuned, the bold line is the tuned one, over the thin line, which is the previous tuned. Sorry about the shaky phone, my hand's a bit wobbly with this cold weather. But you can see the torque delivery now we've got. We're absolutely perfectly smooth torque delivery. Completely transforms the drive. We'll have a look at the figures. She's made 204 brake horse and a very impressive 445 newtons of torque. And this is where it's at, the torque. It doesn't really matter about the brake horsepower, it's the torque and the torque delivery that makes these an absolute pleasure to drive. So that's correct tuning on the T6.1, which uses this new Euro 6.2 engine. Like I said, this one's controlled by the Delphi DCM 6.2. We are starting our development on the Bosch ECUs. We aren't going to give a release date of it yet, but we have bought two vehicles. We've bought a manual, we've also bought a DSG. We've been collecting live data, we've been dyno testing them, we've been collecting live data on the road, we've been analysing this data, and we're going to start building base files for these vehicles. Hopefully release it soon, but there is no details on that as yet. But yeah, correct tuning on the T6.1. I absolutely love the job I do. I love the customers we've got. I love the customer base that we've built up. I work alongside a lot of awesome agents. I am very passionate and driven in the work I do, which shows in the results. So thanks for watching.